Alright, hey, welcome to the Aging Geek. My name is Brian, and this is my buddy Matt.
How you doing?
Remember him from last time? Hopefully you do. Amos isn't with us tonight. Amos is prepping for his Dragon Con 4-day extravaganza. Yeah, and Sam and Neil is not here because this is a last minute thing we decided to do because we have some time on our hands and we want to try to crank out as much material as we can to try to keep you guys and try to create a fan base and show you that we care. We're trying to give you something.
We like talking about this stuff. We want to be able to have you enjoy watching us talk about it.
Yeah.
We want you to feel like you're part of the conversation.
We want to be your mouthpiece. All right, so earlier today, you had said something to me about some sort of Hobbit game or something that you said was going to be cool. And I challenge you to come up with a cool Hobbit game. So please tell me about this cool Hobbit game.
The game is Shadow of Mordor. And I think that this is a really underdog kind of game. It really hasn't gotten a whole lot of publicity compared to something like Destiny.
It is a Hobbit game.
It's soaking up all the media right now. Everybody is hyped about Destiny. But I think, for me, the underground, the sleeper hit is going to be Shadows of Mordor.
Well, you know, they also said that a sleeper hit was going to be Watch Dogs. That turned out to be a big pile of dung.
That just stayed asleep. That's all that did.
The sleeping dog.
Sleeping
dog.
Yeah.
Let it lie there.
There was a Sleeping Dogs game.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So what about this is going to have people wishing they had played it? You know, like, oh shit.
Later on, yeah. What's cool about it? It takes place in the Lord of the Rings realm. Takes place in the Middle Earth in that universe. The game supposedly takes place between The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. They kind of tie in the two stories.
Okay.
Most of the stuff is canon. I think all of it's canon, actually. Canon, taken from...
We're going to talk about what canon is, because I still don't know.
We don't know what that means, or why that means what it means.
Yeah. So it's just going to follow Bilbo? Bilbo's out doing nothing, cool shit?
As far as I know, there are no hobbits in the game. There may be. No, this follows a character who has been through some really tough times, lost family, much like Kratos. Come back from the dead for vengeance as part man, part wraith.
Uh-oh. He's got the best of both worlds.
You get the best of both worlds. There's some really cool stuff.
So he's like a fallen god. I'm seeing the God of War thing.
We talked earlier. It kind of has what it looks to be. I haven't gotten any playtime with anything, but it looks to be like it's going to control kind of like Batman. Have that very simple control style.
Arkham style game?
Yeah, very simple control style.
All about that. See, check that.
Very much a Batman's.
That's Batman.
Very much an adult game. Lots of blood, lots of killing.
Yeah, I saw a severed head, dude.
Severed heads, yeah.
So this is not the PG shit that you saw at the movie theater.
No. This is the hardcore
drop the
stuff.
ring and the little thing.
Now, what looks to be really neat about this is something that only a couple of games have dealt with, and not in this scale, is the Nemesis system, which is a type of...
like a combat system?
Not a combat system, but more of the way the world works system. As you encounter enemies and affect them in certain ways, they remember those actions and hate you for it later on. Yeah. So,
well, you didn't finish the job, apparently.
Say you encounter a orc, and you, from the example I think I saw, you burn the side of his face by setting off an explosion near him.
Yeah.
You're not trying to hack him to pieces. You're trying to espionage and kill him. The explosion doesn't necessarily kill him, but it burns his face. He runs away to fight another day. But the next time you meet that character, he remembers, hey, you burned my face.
And maybe he has a scar.
Me. Yeah, definitely. That's the way that it was played out in what I saw. So that kind of thing seems cool. Everybody's game's going to play different. The story missions are going to build differently based on how you interact with these characters and how you choose to manipulate the world around you.
So this Nemesis thing, this is new to the gaming world? Like, There has not been any other games.
There's only one other game that has a nemesis system, and that's Diablo 3. And I just experienced that for the first time last night, which was really awesome.
See it on the big screen right there, man. I'm looking forward to playing that in a couple hours.
I'd like to touch on that nemesis system in Diablo 3 a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's cool, man.
But yeah, so it seems really great. Everybody's game is going to be different. You might have a guy who moves up through the ranks and becomes a new warlord, and that guy is just a peon in my game because he never got anywhere. So it's going to be different.
What makes our main character special? What is he? He's part wraith?
Part wraith. The characters who were in the appendices that weren't really appendices, word of the day, that weren't really
word? Appendices?
Yeah, it's a real word. Okay. It's like an appendix.
Well, I know, but I only have one of those. So
you
I've
only
heard
one
it singular.
Appendix, and you can get your appendix taken out.
Yeah, and that's called an appendectomy.
Appendixectomy?
Appendectomy.
Yeah, anyway,
diverticulitis.
Yeah, it revolves around a lot of characters in that world that maybe haven't come to light in the movies or the books.
Okay. So they're not having to stay true to any characters or anything, really?
I don't think so. The only one that I know of is one of the wraith that you become part of was actually the guy who forged the rings that were given to the elves and to man and all that. So seems really cool.
So if
Lots of blood guts.
If you had to put this on the anticipation meter, and 0 is you could give a fuck less whether or not the game is even released, and 10 is you're walking around with a raging hard-on until its release day, where does this fall in your anticipation meter?
I'm going to throw it at about an 8.5.
8.5. So how chubby is that?
I would. That's almost a full-on nerd direction.
Not quite in the waistband though.
No. No. I'm kind of leaving that last little bit because games associated with movies have a tendency to suck.
Well, maybe if they drop some more cool trailers by the time it comes out, though, you could go from that 8.5 to that perfect 10.
To the full-on 10, yeah. I'm really excited about it, but I still have a little hesitation because...
I wish I shared your enthusiasm,
but it's cool because it's not associated with The Hobbit or with The Lord of the Rings.
It's kind of in that world.
It's in that universe. So,
like
I think it's going to be great.
All right, cool. So, 75 anniversary years. I know that's not the right wording, but Marvel, 75 anniversary, 75th anniversary.
Yeah.
Deadpool is on the cover. They're sneaking Deadpool photobombing the cover of every book that's coming out this month.
I was unaware of that. That's cool.
So they're recreating like key issue covers for...
Oh, like classic covers.
Well, not just classics. Some of them are the Ultimate and Civil War and stuff like that. They're redoing the covers and having Deadpool photobomb the covers.
That's fun.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
That's pretty cool. Because coming on the heels of the test footage, the leaked test footage, it's causing people to speculate that since Deadpool's gaining so much momentum,
building the hype,
that maybe they're going to do a PG-13 Deadpool.
I don't know if I want a PG-13 Deadpool, but
all right,
we talked a little earlier.
I've got a challenge for you. If it was a PG-13 Deadpool, bear with me, a PG-13 Deadpool that knew that he was in a PG-13 movie, and he anticipated, he would say the word fuck, but it would be bleeped. And they put the black box, and then he would try to move and say fuck again, and the black box would move. Or when he shot somebody, it would shoot it up there, and he'd be like, oh, the damn censors. And so it'd be censored, but he would acknowledge that he's being censored and be pissed off about it. What do you think about that?
I changed my mind about that. I think that could work. I think part of the draw of the Deadpool character is the fact that he breaks the fourth wall and that he knows he's a comic book character.
Yeah.
He has gone so insane that he realizes exactly where he is.
All right. Speaking of Marvel movies, because I'm looking... Deadpool, please, please, please. I need some Deadpool.
Please, Marvel.
Speaking of Marvel movies, Marvel has been associated... Well, Marvel and Sony have put together 2 different Spider-Man worlds.
Yes.
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. You being a Spiderhead...
Is that a thing?
A webhead? A Spider-Man?
I would go with webhead, yeah.
All right, you're a webhead. Which Spider-Man... And I'm talking Spider-Man Peter Parker combo is your favorite and why?
Which one? Okay, probably. I gotta go.
Or do we have to do a hybrid?
I think it would have to be a hybrid. I really loved Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man, #1.
Okay.
I really thought they nailed the Spider-Man aspect of it. The one-liners, the attitude, the way he carried himself,
Yeah.
I felt just jumped right off of the panel. That was Spider-Man for me. His Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, I didn't identify with that so much.
Yeah, dude, we're aging geeks.
We are aging geeks.
It's not meant for us right now.
Yeah, it's meant for the younger group, and we need that so that the younger kids will keep this whole thing flowing, and that's great. But I identified more with Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. I felt like he was a much better Peter Parker. Not a better Spider-Man.
You like Amazing Spider-Man's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Original Sam Raimi Peter Parker.
Yes.
So if you could marry those two.
That would be the ultimate.
That would be the ultimate.
That would be ultimate Spider-Man.
It would be Miles Morales, next thing you know. All right. Hey, speaking of Miles Morales, he is going to be someone who's really wanted to voice or be a part of the Spider-Man lore is getting to voice Miles Morales' Spider-Man on the Ultimate Spider-Man XD show.
Really?
Yes. They selected him,
nice.
and now he's going to be the voiceover talent. And I believe that the Drake and Josh guy is the one that does the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Okay.
So now this new guy, his name escapes me right now, but he's going to be the voice of the Miles Morales Spider-Man in the same cartoon show.
Nice.
So that's
I'm okay
pretty
with
cool.
That. I'm all for more Spider-Mans.
More Spider-Man.
Bring me more Spider-Mans. Menses.
And did you order, if I remember correctly, did you order all of the Ultimate Spider-Man Infinity 2?
I ordered everything that you can have for Disney Infinite 2 Marvel Superheroes.
For the PS4. So you've got Guardians of the Galaxy coming, the whole set.
Yep.
You've got the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, the whole set.
Whole set.
Yeah.
And the Avengers.
I got the collector's edition that comes with the Frost Giant base, light-up stand, and all the Avengers.
Wow, dude.
And you know what? We should unbox that for you guys here on the show.
I'm making that happen. Let me write
that down. We are going to unbox all that as soon as it comes in. It should all be shipped the week of September 23rd.
September 23rd. So if we don't do a show on the 23rd, you're going to have to keep that shit boxed up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can handle it.
Okay.
I can handle it.
All right. Now, speaking of all this comic book stuff, it's Dragon Con weekend.
Dragon Con
weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Amos is going to be our reporter in the field. Hopefully he's going to take some cool pictures, get to meet a couple of people. And
well, we will actually be in the field.
We will be in the field.
We are going to be
down on the parade grounds, Peachtree Street, on Saturday morning. And we're going to watch the parade and meet some cosplay people. And
hopefully some of you guys come out.
Maybe you guys. I mean, Silverbacks Media, which is my art page, has put it out there that I will be there giving away maybe some T-shirts, some signed and autographed pictures and artwork. Yes.
All right.
I don't have a ton because, like I said, we're poor.
We're poor.
You haven't seen that. But I do have some shirts and stuff that I give away. But you have to be there and say, hey, you're Silverbacks. You're Brian. You're the Aging Geek. You know, what's up? Take a picture. And then we snap some pictures. You get a T-shirt. And you tell your little kid, I met someone who maybe one day will be famous.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
All right, speaking of Dragon Con, what is your favorite part of Dragon Con?
My favorite, well, obviously the costumes and the people watching. I don't think you can go to Dragon Con and not want that part of it. But if I had to pick something outside of that, overall aspect.
Okay, people watching is number one. We got that.
Yeah,
now what?
That's for sure. It's got to be the art gallery. Aside from the
artist alley.
The artist alley, man. You go down there. You get to, where else can you meet a guy who wrote, draw, inked, whatever, everything. They do it all. They write, they draw, they ink, they color, they press.
And they do it in their basement
print it all
with
up.
their spare time.
They do everything themselves, and then they sit there the entire weekend to sell that comic to people. And all they want to do is talk to you about it. Where else can you go and buy a comic from the dude who drew it, wrote it, all that stuff? It's amazing. All the artwork that they have at the auction.
They have people that do like custom jewelry.
Oh yeah, it's not just
pen and ink artwork. It is sculptures. Like,
last
jewelry
year,
making, scarves, sweatshirts,
armor.
Yeah, all kinds of cool shit, man.
Art stuff that you never would have even thought. They have an entire category of art on Photoshop. They have an entire category of art on like etching. You know, it's amazing.
That's the black with the scrape away.
No, that's same thing. But I'm talking about like in metal.
Oh, okay.
Like they have it all. They have it all. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love.
Plus, you get to see all the costumes.
Yeah, I dig the costumes. Although sometimes there's those ones that look like your costume isn't quite big enough. You should, but
cover up a little more.
Cover up a little bit more. You know, make some adjustments to enhance the cosplay. Nobody wants to see 300-pound Power Girl.
Nobody wants to see me in a Slave Leia costume. Is basically what you're getting at.
They don't want to see pretty much any dude. I don't give a fuck like how big they are.
I'm okay with it. I say get out there, let your freak flag fly.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, have fun with it.
If you are going to Dragon Con, please send pictures, attach them to emails.
Yeah.
Go to the
Throw them in the comments.
Facebook.com/The Aging Geek. They got a Twitter account now. Amos signed us up for a Twitter account.
Sweet.
It's called at Aging Geek Show.
Okay.
Our Gmail address is theaginggeekshow@gmail.com.
Okay.
Our YouTube channel is The Aging Geek, and now we've got a Twitter apparently.
Yeah.
That Amos will be in charge of. We're blowing up like Hiroshima. You know, next thing you know, we'll be like Wolverine with all of our fur melted off and stuff.
Turned down for what?
Dude, that video's hot.
That video is hot.
That video is hot. Not the biggest Little John fan, but I highly recommend the check.
Definitely a great video.
Turn down for what video?
So yeah, come and see us at Dragon Con on Saturday.
Do it.
Buy a day pass on like Sunday when it's cheap. Go in and check out all the artwork and the merchandise.
Support artists.
Yeah.
There's people that do T-shirts. I don't know anybody personally that does their own T-shirts and stuff, but there's people there that could really use support, and let them know that you really like what they do.
Support us. Let us know that you're enjoying what we do.
Yeah. Come up and call us names to our face instead of just writing that shit on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. All right. So let's wrap this up. Top games you're anticipating coming out.
Destiny, of course, goes without saying. Everybody wants that. Everybody pre-ordered. That's why they ran out of copies. They got copies back in, I hear. So Destiny, definitely number one.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Number two, I'm going to go with Shadow of Mordor. I'm really excited for that one. I think that one's going to be really cool.
Now, that Shadow of Mordor, is that a first-person shooter or what?
No, that's like an action role-playing.
Okay.
You're going to have a skill tree, I'm sure.
All right, so I could be possibly good at that one.
You might be okay at that one.
I might be.
I know you played the Batman games.
Digging on the Batman.
So I think it's going to play kind of like that.
Knight.
I think you're going to be good for that. So Destiny, Shadow of Mordor, Arkham Knight.
Yes, sir.
We got to wait till next year for that one. But that's going to be great. Who doesn't want a Batmobile? It's a tank.
And a humongous map.
Yeah.
Like the map
drivable.
Yes.
Drivable.
That's why they gave you the Batmobile, because they've given you so much area to cover.
I want to say the map is so big that...
How big is it?
I don't have a joke for that. Yeah, a huge map. I'm really looking forward to exploring Gotham in that manner. I think every time I think of the Batmobile, I think of that scene in the 1980s Batman where the grappling hook comes out of the wheel.
Oh, yes,
and he turns
Michael
the corner.
Keaton.
Yeah. For some reason, I want that in the game. So if that's not in the game,
did he not do that in the trailer for the game?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he did something cool like that.
Anyway,
his wheels went.
So those and Tom Clancy, The Division.
Yes, the Division.
Really looking forward to that one. Really interested in the menu system on the watch, the hologram menu systems and stuff. That looks like a really cool game.
I'm going to agree with most of that, except for I'm not a Lord of the Ring dude. But what about the Crew? I think if I'm going to get a racing game, I think it's going to be the Crew.
Racing coast to coast.
I make you my buddy. We start our own little team, and we're racing other teams for pinks, dude.
Yeah, that would be pretty
cool. You got your own little motorcycle
I'm all
gang.
about that. Speaking of that, we need to come up with our own crew for the Aging Geeks. We need to build like
first
friend
we have
us
to have
on,
fans.
Be our
first
fans.
We have to have fans.
Friend us on the PlayStation, and we can game together. So, yeah.
If you know Silverbacks, you know how to spell it. So, also, The Order. Dude,
1886.
Dude, I am digging the fact that
Werewolves.
we're like in Revolutionary War times, and all of a sudden you're fighting werewolves with some steampunk laser guns.
I don't think it's Revolutionary War. I think it's
Some sort of old-timey
alternate
shit.
history Victorian.
Well, it
think is what
looks
it is.
like old-timey shit
Old-timey shit. There you go.
with laser guns.
Yeah, I think it's a
And they're
really
fighting
cool stuff.
werewolves. I don't know how... Werewolves, mythical beast, laser guns, steampunk, and video game on a PS4.
All things that don't suck.
That is a true statement. Nothing has been said that's more true. All right, hey, guess what I got, man?
Oh, we're bringing out the cool stuff.
I bought this today. This is season 4 of The Walking Dead. Bought this at Walmart. This is the Walmart exclusive. It comes with a little key to the prison.
The key to the West Georgia Correctional Facility.
Yes, that is exactly what it says right here on the cover.
I did not read that.
This comes with a complete bonus disc of like the what does it say, the K&B Effects Studio Surviving
nice.
Science, a journey back to brutality, a documentary on the governor, and a little documentary on Herschel.
Oh, right on. Herschel was a great character. I really enjoyed Herschel.
Yeah, so for $40, which is about what a normal season of any show cost, you can go to Walmart and pick up this version that comes with the key and the little magnetic bottom.
Nice. Very well presented.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm all about, it's got the digital HD ultraviolet.
Yes, sir.
Love the ultraviolet. One thing that bothers me about this, the cover, the artwork. Mm-hmm. We are never going to see Walking Dead artwork as good as the Drew Struzan. That was his last piece of work, and that's always going to depress me.
Dude, the documentary he has on Netflix is outstanding.
Amazing. Blow your mind.
You
Check
don't
it out.
even realize how many times you've seen his work.
And just thought, wow, that's really great.
Yeah, no shit, it's great. That dude knows exactly what he's doing. So, for all of us here at the Aging Geek, whoop, y'all have a good weekend.